In the last videos, we already discussed how to find the focal length of a lens by using UV method and how to do the different kinds of aspects on that. Means what are the various factors that affect the focal length of a biconvex lens, we already discussed. Refractive index, material medium, and it is depth depending upon the depth and is depending upon the refractive index of the surrounding material media, how it is affected, that we discussed. In this, regarding the concept of the formulae, some of the formulae and some of the problems that we are going to discuss in this module. Let us see equation for the refraction of light at curved surfaces. At curved surfaces, that we are going to discuss the equation. The equation is N2 by V minus N1 by U is equals to N2 minus N1 by R. This is the formula for refraction of light at curved surfaces. N2 by V minus N1 by U is equals to N2 minus N1 by R, where N1 is the refractive index of medium 1. Why? Because the light rays are traveling from one medium to the another medium. It is a curved surface. In the case of lens, it is a curved surface, where N2 is the refractive index of medium 2. Either it may be the lens or from that. For example, if the light is entering from water to glass, water is considered as medium 1, glass is considered as medium 2. Or if the glass is considered as medium 1, water is considered as medium 2. Then R is nothing but radius of curvature. Generally, where refractive index is there, for the lens it must and should be curvature will be U. You already know that is called object distance. The distance between optic center and as well as the object is called object distance, represented by letter U. Whereas well as V, the distance between optic center and the image is called image distance, represented by letter V. Now apply the same condition in the case of a plane surface. This means equation of refraction of light at plane surface. Plane surface is nothing but look like as a plane mirror or otherwise a straight one. For a plane mirror, very important thing is radius of curvature is infinity. You already know infinity can be written as 1 by 0. Now, by substituting this given equation, that is nothing but for a plane surface whose radius of curvature is infinity, in the above equation, that is N2 by V minus N1 by U is equals to N2 minus N1 by R. Instead of R, we are going to write infinity or otherwise 1 by 0. Now, in the next step, this total value becomes 0. Now, the formula becomes N2 by V minus N1 by U is equals to 0. This is the formula for equation for the refraction of light at curved plane surfaces. For a curved surface, radius of curvature is existed. For a plane surface, radius of curvature becomes infinity. Infinity mathematically will be represented as 1 by 0. The total value becomes 0. Let us discuss one more formula which we are using in our as per SCRT textbook, that is lens maker's formula. 1 by F is equals to N minus 1 of 1 by R1 minus 1 by R2. 1 by F is equals to N minus 1 of 1 by R1 minus 1 by R2. While applying this formula, compulsory we should apply the sign conventions, where it gives relation between the focal length, refractive index and radius of curvature 1 and as well as radius of curvature 2. Why? Because every lens has 2 radii of curvature, where F is called focal length of the lens, N is the refractive index, R1 radius of curvature 1, R2 radius of curvature 2. What is the use of this lens formula? By using this lens formula, we are going to do the mathematical applications in the lenses. Means what kind of the power is required, what is the radius of curvature of that lens. Why? Because lenses we are using in the case of telescopes, binoculars and as well as kaleidoscopes, like that. Various uses are there in the case of lenses, we already know. So regarding that, while applying the lens in that cases, we should know mathematical parameters. Those mathematical parameters comes under this formula, that is 1 by f is equals to n minus 1 of 1 by r1 minus 1 by r2. Some problems which are there in our SCERT textbook, page number 83. See, under improve your learning, some problems are given. Question number 2. The focal length of a converging lens is 20 centimeters. An object is 60 centimeters from the lens. Where will be the image formed and what kind of image is it? Here the clue is converging lens is the clue. So first of all we should draw a principal axis and as well as a converging lens. For a converging lens, generally on the right hand side we are going to consider the focus 1 and it becomes 2f1. Left hand side it is f2 and as well as 2f2. So they given in the problem focal length of the converging lens is 20 centimeters. So f is equals to 20 centimeters. Okay, very good. Next one, an object is 60 centimeters from the lens. Means if we consider from this side, means from the optic center, an object is placed. See here the distance is 20 and again 20 means 40. This means object is located beyond the center of curvature whose object distance is 60 centimeters. See here, object distance is 60 centimeters. Why? Because it is the distance between the optic center and focus is 20, then radius of curvature becomes 40. Beyond 40 the object is located. The asked question is, where will be the image formed? What kind of image it is? Where will be the image is formed? So we should calculate the image distance. Before solving the problem, compulsory we should apply the sign conventions. What are the sign conventions here? Thus, according to the sign conventions, f can be considered as plus 20 centimeters. Why? Because the light rays are traveling from the object in this direction. Our measurement also in the same direction. If both the directions are same, the distance can be taken as positive. I already explained in the concept of sign conventions. Then what is the object distance? Object distance is minus 60 centimeters. Why? Because the light rays are falling from left to right. We are measuring in the opposite direction. Then we should find out V. We already know as per the lens formula, 1 by f is equals to 1 by v minus 1 by u. We can write like this also, 1 by v minus of minus 1 by 60 is equals to 1 by 20. 1 by v plus 1 by 60 is equals to 1 by 20. Then 1 by v is equal to 1 by 20 minus 1 by 60. Why? Because I required only v. Now 1 by v is equal to LCM becomes 20 into 60 also we can write the LCM. 20 once 20 cancel. What is left? 60 minus 60 cancel, we can get 20. Now we can get 1 by v is equals to 40 by 20 into 60. That implies v is equals to, by reciprocating both, 20 into 60 divided by 40. 0, 0, 2 ones, 2 twos, 2 ones, 2 30s. So v is equals to plus 30 centimeters. Sir, why you wrote plus 30 centimeters? Means the image is formed on the other side of the object in the same direction of incident rays. If we consider it is 30, up to here 20 and up to here 40 means the image is formed in between focus and center of curvature. If the image is formed in between focus and center of curvature, it must and should be real, inverted, diminished image. These are all the characteristics of that image formed between focus and as well as center of curvature. Why? Because this is 30 centimeters, up to the focus 20 centimeters and up to the radius of curvature 40. That means the image is formed between focus and center of curvature. The formed image is a real, inverted, diminished image formed in between focus and center of curvature. So there must and should be, what should we apply? Sign conventions we should apply while solving a problem. Now let us come to the question number 3 of our SCRT textbook. Problem 3. A double convex lens has two surfaces of equal radii R and the refractive index n is equals to 1.5. Find the focal length f. A double convex lens has two surfaces of equal radii R. While reading a problem, we should come to know what is the clue. Why? Because in every physics problem there will be a clue. We should find out for the clue. Here the given clue is double convex lens. A double convex lens. So in the case of a double convex principal axis, this is the double convex lens. And this side it is f1 and as well as 2f1, f2 and as well as 2f2. This side is nothing but radius of curvature 1, and this side means on the left hand side radius of curvature 2. From the optic center onwards we are going to measure the distances. Right? Now one more clue is there. Double convex lens of equal radii. Equal radii means R1 is equals to R2 is equals to R, and then n is equals to 1.5. We should find out the focal length. That is the given concept. Where now we should apply sign conventions. As per the sign convention, R1 is equals to plus. Why? Because if we consider the light rays are coming from left to right, this side means on the right hand side it becomes R1, that is plus R. Now R2 is equals to minus R. Refractive index is always positive, so there is no negative for the refractive index. Then according to lens maker's formula. Why sir? Here they are asking focal length, and by placing the refractive index and as well as radius of curvature, 1 by f is equals to n minus 1 of 1 by r1 minus 1 by r2. This is the lens maker's formula. By applying this lens maker's formula in these conditions, we will get 1 by f is equals to n minus 1. Instead of n we should write 1.5 minus 1. Now instead of R1 we should write plus R, so that becomes 1 by R minus, here original formula minus is there, minus of 1 by R, minus of 1 by R. The total value will be close. Now 1 by f is equals to this value becomes 0.5. Now this becomes 1 by R minus of minus plus 1 by R. Now this value can be written as, this 0.5 can be written as 5 by 10. 1 by R plus 1 by R, it becomes 2 by R. 5 ones, 5 twos. 2 will get cancelled. Now we get 1 by f is equals to 1 by R. Then f is equals to R. This is the value of focal length of a double convex lens whose refractive index is 1.5 with equal radii. So while solving the problem, first of all we should read the problem in a thorough manner. Then and there only we can solve the problem easily. Now let us go to the question number 14 of our SCRT textbook. Improve your learning. Refraction of light at plane surfaces and curved surfaces. Page number 84 of the textbook. Find the refractive index of glass, which is a symmetrical converging lens, if its focal length is equal to radius of curvature of its surface. This is the given formula, given question. Find the refractive index of glass, which is a symmetrical convergent lens, and its focal length is equal to radius of curvature. Now here, what is the clue? As I already said, every problem has a clue. Here the clue is symmetrical convergent lens. For looking purpose, it may be single statement or otherwise single line or simply a mixing of two words. But if we analyze, much thing will be there. Before going to that, symmetrical converging lens. Symmetrical, first converging lens. Converging lens is nothing but a biconvex lens, whose radius of curvature f1 and as well as 2f1. And here the focus becomes f2 and as well as 2f2. This is on the right hand side radius of curvature 1. Why? Because generally we are considering the light rays are coming from left to right of a biconverging lens. And then left hand side becomes R2. This is the word which indicates converging lens. Then what is the meaning of symmetrical? Symmetrical means both radius of curvatures are equal. That is the meaning of symmetrical. That means here R1 is equals to R2 is equals to R. And one more clue is also given, whose focal length is equals to radius of curvature. That means F is equals to R. Then what should we do? We should find out the refractive index, that is N. Now what the formula will apply? That is nothing but lens formula. Before going to apply the lens formula, we should come to know what are the sign conventions. So according to the sign conventions, by applying the sign convention, the sign conventions are R1 is equal to plus R. Why? Because both of them are in the same direction. Then R2 is equals to minus R. Why? Because we are measuring the R2 in the opposite direction to the incident rays, and F is equals to plus R. Why? Because for a biconvex lens, focal length is always calculated as plus. Now by applying in the case of lens formula, what is the lens formula? 1 by F is equals to N minus 1 of 1 by R1 minus 1 by R2. Now by applying in the case of the lens formula, instead of F, what should we write? R. So 1 by R is equals to N minus 1 of, instead of R1 we should write plus R. So that is 1 by R minus of minus 1 by R. Next step what happens? 1 by R is equals to N minus 1 of 1 by R plus 1 by R. Next step, 1 by R is equals to N minus 1 of 2 by R. In the denominator R is there, here also denominator R is there, we can get cancelled. What is left now? 2 of N minus 1 is equals to 1. Next step, N minus 1 is equals to half. Next step, N minus 1, N is equals to 1 by 2 plus 1, that is equals to 3 by 2, that is equals to 1.5. Therefore, refractive index N is equals to 1.5. That is only the method to find out the refractive index of a given converging lens whose symmetrical converging lens. Symmetrical means both sides, on both sides radius of curvature is equal and the focal length is equal to the radius of curvature. That means while reading the problem, then and there only we can understand what is the given clue. totally all the physics problems depending upon the clue only. Then we should apply the mathematical equations. Let us discuss one more problem of our SCRT textbook, page number 82. That is an example problem, example 7. What is the focal length of a double concave lens kept in air with two spherical surfaces of radii? R1 is equal to 30 centimeters, R2 is equal to 60 centimeters. Take the refractive index of a lens as 1.5. As I already said, while reading a problem, first of all we should understand what is the given clue. Here the given clue is double concave lens. So while solving the problem, first of all we should draw principal axis, and as well as here it is the double concave lens. We already know if we consider the light rays are coming from left to right, and these light rays undergo the process of divergence, but they appear to be coming from a point that is called focus. So on the left hand side the focus is considered as f1, here it becomes 2f1, on the right hand side it becomes f2 and as well as 2f2. This means focus of, or otherwise focal length of a concave lens is always negative. Focal length of a convex lens is positive. Now here what are the two more values are given? Radii R1 is equals to, so here R1 is equals to 30 centimeters and as well as R2 is equals to 60 centimeters. Then still what they given? Refractive index is n is equals to 1.5. Here what is the first step? What should we find out? F is equals to question mark. That only we should find out. Now here in the case of according to the sign convention, why? Because whenever we are always solving radiographical problems, compulsory we should write the sign convention. In the case of the sign convention, R1 is equals to minus 30 centimeters, R2 is equals to plus 60 centimeters. Sir, why you wrote like that? Radius of curvature is in the opposite direction, here the radius of curvature is in the positive direction. Then n is always positive. Then by applying the lens maker's formula, as per the lens maker's formula, what is lens maker's formula? 1 by f is equals to n minus 1 of 1 by r1 minus 1 by r2. By applying these conditions, 1 by f is equals to n value 1.5, so 1.5 minus 1 of 1 by r1 value can be written as minus 30, so minus 1 by 30 minus, as per the formula minus is there, now it becomes 1 by r2, r2 value can be taken as plus, so we can write like this, minus of plus 1 by 60. Now the total bracket, now 1 by f is equals to, this value becomes 0.5, now minus 1 by 30, here also it becomes minus 1 by 60. Next step, 1 by f is equals to 0.5, here we can consider as LCM is 30 into 60, 30 ones 30 cancel, what is left? 60, but here minus is there, so it becomes minus 60. 60 will get cancelled, we left 30, 31 and 30 with minus, so it becomes minus 30. Now 1 by f is equals to, it can be written as 5 by 10 into minus, the total value becomes minus 60 minus 30, that is minus 90 by 30 into 60. 1 0 1 0 will get cancelled, 3 ones 3 3s will get cancelled, 3 ones 3 20s. 5 ones, 5 4s. What is left now? 1 by f is equals to, minus is left in the numerator, it becomes minus 1 by 10 4s are 40. That implies what happens? By reciprocating, f is equals to minus 40 centimeters. Sir, why you got minus, sir? The given lens is a biconcave lens. For a biconcave lens, focal length is always considered as negative. So f is equal to minus 40 centimeters. This minus 40, this minus indicates the given lens is a biconcave lens. This is the method to substitute the given values in this. Whenever we got such kind of the LCM, no need to consider the multiplication. We should apply simple basic mathematical applications. Then we can solve the problems in an easy manner. Thank you.